Welcome back. This is the 29th segment of Making Sense for 7 Minutes, a summer-long series Monday through Friday where we are surveying in bite-sized pieces our historical narrative as given to us in the Bible. And, as always, asking the immeasurably relevant question, so what? One of the most remarkable things about the Bible is that the people of God are never whitewashed. They're never airbrushed. And one of the things that makes that so remarkable is the fact that many times the person who is writing is actually writing about themselves or a close friend of theirs. I know of no other book that has the depth and the breadth of candor that the Bible has. And one of the reasons that the writers in the Bible can be so transparent about themselves and candid about others is the fact that they are aware that it's not about them. I mean, it is about them, but it's primarily not about them. It's about God and His holiness. It's about He who is the very essence of love and grace and justice, truth and beauty. It's about Him. And the contrast between the holiness of God and the depravity of humans is pretty stark. Well, actually, there's nothing pretty about it at all. But the Bible is not about the contrast between God and us. It's about the dynamics in the relationship that He has with us. And there we have an exploration that is inexhaustible. However, we only have 7 minutes in this shot. So, one of the many great places to look at in this connection is the genealogy of Jesus. Doesn't have any genealogy because He was resurrected. The genealogy of Jesus provided by the gospel writer Matthew. Listed there are some of the people who God chose to honor with the privilege of being part of the ancestry of the Messiah. But what's really revealing is not only who some of them were, non-Jews, women, you've got a prostitute in there, but also the circumstances surrounding the births of some of these people. A big example is a woman named Tamar. Now, she's married and then her husband dies and she is childless. Now, don't get all distracted by the customs of the culture, but her father-in-law, Judah, has said that he would set her up with one of her husband's brothers to marry. But Judah doesn't do it. Now, Judah is a descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He heads up one of the 12 tribes of Israel. And you might have heard Jesus referred to as the Lion of Judah. Well, not surprisingly, Judah is one of the privileged to be a part of the lineage of Jesus. And he is a big-time bigwig. So one day he is heading out of town, And Tamar disguises herself as a prostitute and sits outside the gate of the city. Judah sees her, doesn't recognize her. However, they negotiate her fee. Then they consummate their transaction, and Judah is on his way. Just like a man. Judah's out of there. All right. Now, Tamar gets pregnant as a result of all of this, and Judah gets back home, hears that his daughter-in-law has been playing the harlot and is pregnant. He's outraged, and Judah demands that she be brought out to them because they are going to burn her up, set her on fire. Tamar shows up and in a very clever way reveals to Judah that he is the father. You can read the details in Genesis 38, but here's the scoop. Tamar gives birth to twins, Perez and Zerah. And Perez is in the lineage of Jesus, a man whose birth is the result of a woman disguising herself as a prostitute to have sex with her father-in-law. I have no idea what the circumstances of your life are, whether it's a result of your sin or somebody else's, or perhaps you've dug yourself into a major pit, or somebody dug it for you. But as a wise woman once said, there is no pit so deep that he is not deeper still. Thanks, y'all.